it's just waiting. It's got like a 10-second delay. Alright, like a 10-second delay. Alright, so yeah, it is streaming. Alright, so Temtem. This game was recently added to the Steam store. And it's got mostly positive reviews of the 588 user reviews for this game. But let's refresh that to see if it's gone up. So no, it hasn't. This game was recently a Kickstarter project, so it is in early access. It was released today. Well, yeah, it's today in Australia. And as you can see, it looks a lot like Pokemon. So basically there's huge character customization, and one complaint, well, not really complaint, but one thing we picked out was that you can't just have one hair color, so you can't have like a really simple character design. You've got to have two separate character color, hair, etc. So two friends, well, we were talking about this earlier. We live in a society, Dan. We were talking about it, and it's basically Pokemon if it was an MMO. That is essentially what it is. Temtem. So I kind of feel like my brain cells are dying each time I say the title. But anyway, Temtem is a massively multiplayer creature collection adventure. Seek adventure in the lovely airborne archipelago alongside your Temtem squad. Catch every Temtem, battle other tamers or temers, customize your house, join a friend's adventure, or explore the dynamic online world. So yeah, that is the description. Immortal Redneck. Involve community early development. So there's a Discord which my mate and I have been banned off because we were being toxic and spamming, saying why the server's so shit and everything. So it comes in 7 supported languages, so that's a start. So minimum system requirements requires a Windows 64-bit operating system, Celeron G530 processor or similar, so 2.4 gigahertz. I think that might be a dual core. 4 gig of RAM, NVIDIA GT 650M or similar. So I don't think that your default graphics card will help. A broadband internet connection, 5 gigabytes of space, and these are minimum requirements for playing 720 at 30 FPS. So it requires a broadband connection, and the price for the game is $50 for a 5 gigabyte game. There are going to be updates in the future, but mostly positive, and there's quite a lot of negatives. But some guy wrote what Pokemon does better and what Temtem does better. Tactics and competitive play. Temtem fights a 2v2, blah blah blah. Right from the start, multiplayer. Pushing out a new game every few years like Pokemon. Continue to evolve. Give it a shot. So Pokemon's got recognizable characters, it's polished, and it's modern. The only thing that Temtem basically does is its online playability and not a fact of, you know. So, some guy spent 40 minutes at review time, uh, gave it thumbs up, even though that 40 minutes would have spent loading. He said, what MMO launch is not a dumpster fire, which is true. Be a Pokemon train, Temtem tamer, get a real opponent from Game Freaks, blah, Pokemon series, blah blah blah. Alright. Early access review. Graphics are good. Gameplay is good. Audio is good. Audience, everyone apparently. PC requirements decent. Difficulty easy to learn, hard to master. Grind, average grind level. Story is good. Game time to infinity and beyond of waiting screens and waiting for servers. Price, if you have some spare money left. Don't think there's much better things to buy with $50. For example, 2 pizzas and a soft drink. Bugs, minor bugs. There are minor bugs and the servers take forever to load. Alright. Despite issues, stress and test in EA, Temtem does have and will show the ability. So, okay, so far I've done very little as it being released and the servers are under massive stress. However, I'm still being here looking at Crystal Temtem frozen in battle. I'm excited, blah blah blah. Pretty good despite all of the connection problems. Is an early access after all. Since my wife left. Okay, so this is the review I love beyond everything. Let me just take a drink of water so I can breathe. Alright. Oh. Since my wife left me and took the kids, I have been so lonely. The Temtem collectability and the pristine polish of the game makes me forget about my raging alcoholism and Karen leaving me and taking my only 2 pride and joys in life. My children. Karen, if you're reading this, please let me get custody over the kids, even if it's just to see them every other weekend, I don't care. Find it in the bottom of your heart. Alright, so prices are obviously different, so it's $35 in the US, I believe. Not recommended. 1.9 hours on record, 30 minutes review time. $35 for endless queues, but once you get past the queue, endless black screen. But once you get past the black screen, stare down with arrival. That was a problem during the 3 stress tests previous to launch. But once you get past down the rival stare down, fighting any trainer that leaves the game frozen. But once you get past the endless trainer freeze, the game's pretty fun. I'll change the review to a positive once I get to actually play the game, but as it stands, the queue is far too long. 10,000 plus people occasionally getting in the game to have to restart and re-enter a 10,000 plus queue once again isn't fun. So I'm not going to even bother reading that. I'll put it into Google Translate real quick. Alright, let me just drag across Google Translate. Lined up a huge team and then couldn't find where the doctor was. Finally, the card bug couldn't be re-queued during the first battle. The refund is not recommended. Alright. Alright. There was a long line, and then the server was disconnected twice while creating the role. After entering the game, it was difficult for me to find the location of the doctor in the map, and there was a problem in the first battle. I could not do anything, so I had to quit the game and re-queue. That meant I had to wait again with more than 10,000 people. I'm very disappointed with the experience. I don't expect much of the future of this game and don't recommend buying it. I was happy to see the game in Chinese, but I couldn't stand the bad experience. Alright, let's go up to the small reviews down the side. Ignore all the bad reviews saying blah blah blah, server issues, black screens issue, all of this will be fixed. It is early access! Do not buy if you expect a complete functioning game! This is an indie company, and for what they have made, it is an amazing Pokemon-inspired MMO game. Once their servers are improved and stable, this will be an amazing MMO. I, for one, am playing now and have experienced almost no issues. I did have a lot of issues at launch, but this was to be expected. Seeing as I stated before, it is an indie game company, and they probably do not have the main manpower to fix and handle all the server capacity at its lightning fast speed. The game is definitely worth a look if you like Pokemon and want a more complex battle system, and of course an MMO. And not that bullshit Pokemon Sword and Shield stuff where you only see other players in a wild area. Alright. Cute game, great setting, amazing designs, finally a game to challenge Game Freak's hold on the monster collecting genre. I love this game. I will leave this review for now because it's obvious they didn't prepare enough when releasing the game. There should never be 12,000 people in a queue for any game, and once you're in, the amount of lag is just insane. This game is $35 and they can't even hold 80% of the people wanting to play. I might also keep this here because of how I was harassed by the Discord stuff and such. Alright, more water. Hydrate. So yeah, on the Discord, besides us being toxic, before we got toxic, we addressed the obvious issues like the server lag. Like we haven't played it. The server lag, the amount, like the loading time, the black screens, the freezes, everything like that. And the staff just told us basically to shut the fuck up. And then we addressed a smaller, not really issue, but something that we had to point out. The character design. We would like it to be more simplistic at times, so be able to create a simplistic design without as much, hair color you having to pick two. Clothing, the clothing's alright. The eye, like everything. Just make it so, like, it's not as complex, but you can just, whip something together, be fine with it, and yeah. Like a default set out thing. So yeah. Let's go on to a gameplay of Temtem. Temtem gameplay. Alright, let's...
What are we gonna do with this dude, huh? We should give him a nibble. And I think we should give him
What was that? Right side? Oh, he's middle left.
Alright, let's see. Let's get this guy knocked out.
Somehow he got in straight away. He must have been watching YouTube while waiting. Okay. Alright. So, Dahi, Temtem review part 1.
Alright, so this is going to be my review slash first impressions of Temtem. And the reason why I feel you should take this video seriously is because I am very critical of this game as a Pokemon knockoff. Now that's a good thing, because if I end up enjoying myself, that means we might actually have something special here, because I feel that the biggest problem with the current state of like Temtem versus Pokemon, or all the support that Temtem is getting, is that there's only two sides. There's the dedicated Pokemon fans that don't really care about another Pokemon knockoff, and there's the people that hate Game Freak's decisions right now that are, I feel, over-promoting and over-glorifying this game, because Game Freak must fail, or Game Freak must have competition, and
Yeah, that's true. You can't have a company without competition. Like Call of Duty, Battlefield, Assassin's Creed. What else is there? No, I don't think there's any rivals to Assassin's Creed. Maybe Hitman, if you're into that. No, I don't. I don't think there is. I think Assassin's Creed is slowly killing itself, but they're creating their own rival. Alright, so
everything else must succeed. But in all honesty, anything called Pokemon Uranium and did also, I'm going to just like start making my character a bit more, wasn't called Pokemon Uranium and didn't use any like radioactive Pokemon sprites, it would have been fine and people would have loved it as it got released like officially. I think Crema, as a legitimate game studio, is effectively doing the same thing here, where it's like, well, we're going to make a Pokemon game, not call it Pokemon, but still appease all the fans that we can. Yeah, let's do that. That actually looks like a pretty good thing. And one thing I will say that I'm liking right now about Temtem is that I get to design my character first, instead of like with Pokemon games where even when there is trainer customization, you kind of have to earn the trainer customization either through progressing through the game or making money. So it's kind of nice that I can attach myself to the character early on and initially like this, you know, get my color scheme going down and feel good about myself. Name, going to do Verlis. So, oh god.
yeah. So they're trying to appeal to all audiences, which it's good that they're pushing equality, but it gets annoying when it's constant, and you can't just have a game anymore. You've got to make sure that it doesn't get complaints or anything. So, yeah.
They, them. Well, that's points off. So this is what I mean. This is why I have problems, because I feel like the game is just trying to pander to people that enjoy Pokemon ROM hacks or enjoy, like, fanficky, fantastical representations of Pokemon that we don't really get from Game Freak. I'll do that. Voice 2 sounds more, I like it. Alright.
Yeah, and the thing is, if you want to appeal to more audiences, you basically got to suck the dick of society, because basically society's run by the LGBTQ now. I'm not taking a dig at them or anything, but when you force opinions onto other people and make it your entire personality, like with veganism, we don't care that you're a vegan. Yeah, okay, we won't give you meat, but don't introduce yourself as, hi, my name's Jeffrey and I'm a vegan. When the fuck did I ask? Nobody cares, alright? Alright.
So, what do we got? Verlis still sleeping? Come on, wakey wakey. I guess I'm just gonna press buttons and figure out how the controls work. Hopefully it introduces me to the controls, because I haven't played a Pokemon MMO on the keyboard or on PC before. So, let's go. Better wake up fast, they're waiting for you. Who? You really don't remember what day it is? Oh, it's my Apprentice Eve. Ah, sweet, so we get our apprenticeship. Tempedia, Tempedia. Okay, so that's what the Poké...
Yeah, so it's almost exactly like Pokemon at this point.
actual information on alright. There's actually it's not the Kickstarter is like knockoff or it's not super inspired by Pokemon. No. If you read the Kickstarter, the game make a
Is there an
want to
offline mode?
game, but we haven't gotten anything like that from Nintendo. So it feels like they're trying to do that. However, if you don't make it, yeah, if this is happening, maybe it errors. I didn't get any errors. 10,000 people in queue means that, like, they're that far over capacity, so a lot of people are in on this launch, but I can't play any further, and it looks like it's going to be quite a while. So the stress test didn't do enough, it seems, to, like, actually figure out where the game needs to go. And once again, I'm going to put this as a mark against the game. If you have, like, this much time to go for it, and then there's still problems, like, AAA developers still have these issues, and AAA developers don't get slack when they're the ones that are, like, promoting game and getting more things.
So, honestly, the game is coming out on quite a lot of platforms, so Switch, Steam, PS4, and Xbox One. As it stands, my answer is to the should I buy in the brackets. It's a no. I'm not going to buy it. Will I buy it in the future? Probably not. If someone pays me to buy it, like gives me the $50 to buy Temtem, will I buy it? Yes. Will I play it? No. Depends how good it gets in the future and if they make more simplistic action like designs. But as it stands, no, I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to play it. This just looks at a horrible state at the moment. When the popularity dies down and the servers stabilize, I might give it a shot. And if the price decreases from 50 fucking Australian dollars to like 10 or $15, then yeah, that's a respectable price. Because for a Pokemon ripoff, you want to appeal to the audiences. Because when you think about it, most Pokemon games are now $40 at EB Games for your DS or whatever you've got. And if you have a PC, you've obviously paid for that. You can obviously, well, you can probably buy a Switch or a DS at this point and just play, or even get get ROMs. Get no cash GBA and play Pokemon Fire Red or something. Because it's fun. Pokemon Fire Red is fun. I don't care if a game has online multiplayer. The Witcher 3 is an amazing game. You don't need to play online. There are much more amazing games like Star Wars and fucking even Call of Duty's single player campaign. If you only want to play that, that's fine. You don't necessarily need an online multiplayer MMO. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll post an update in the future maybe.